there was a period of time when my Facebook page got hacked, and somebody put some really ugly stuff up there. And you guys called and said, "Hey, Dean, let us just fix this for you." And that was a big stretch for me, I mean, for you guys, and it really taught me that you guys are relational. It's not just about go be nice and go make money. It's go help people and help your clients.
Noah here from TaxProMarketer. We got Dean Owen joining us today. Dean, thanks for taking some time. Would like to start hearing a little bit more about you, who you are, the company, clients you serve. Give me a little bit idea what you got going on.
Yeah, 25th year in business this year. Been doing TaxProMarketers. Been with you guys for I don't know if it's day one, but pretty close. Yeah, I met Nate back in the 99 or 2000 in Terre Haute, Indiana, at Andy Stadler's place, and been good friends ever since. So got a firm, about 19 people. We do about $4.5 million in revenue. A lot of it is in the financial services space, but we really do integrate tax into the financial planning space, and at a very, very granular level. I got two other financial advisors. There's 3 people on the operations team, and then 4 other people on the accounting team and 4 on the tax team, and then the rest are admin. Getting ready to build new facilities. We're actually building new facilities out on the interstate, so that's a big giant project, biggest real estate project I've ever done.
Yeah.
So there's the accounting firm. There's also there's a hydrogen firm. We use hydrogen to clean carbon from internal combustion engines without removing parts. So that's a pretty interesting organization. And then there's a construction company, but tax and accounting is my first love.
Yeah.
That's what got us here, and is going to keep allowing me to do these other things. And but yeah, we're just Midwest firm, pushing hard. People ask, what did we do different that's made us able to do what we do and be this successful in this small town? Is I really do see my clients as my tribe. I came from a pretty difficult family situation.
Yeah.
And the military taught me that I could pick my family. And so I have. My team is my family. And I see my team as my brothers and sisters and sons and daughters, and treat them that way, and they give me that respect back. And then our clients are our tribe. They feed us, they pay us, they feed our families well.
Yeah.
And we're obligated to do everything we can to help them. We're fiduciaries in the financial services space. So it's, we're 99.9 something percent fee based.
Yeah.
So that's who we are.
Wow.
There's a flying car. So if you Google Dean Owen flying car, it'll entertain you for at least a few seconds.
Of course. I love the Dean Owen flying cars. Tell me about it.
Yeah. So that's the company, Pivotal, Palo Alto, California. And I've watched them. I quit watching news because it's so dark and so dreary. And I think we all know the enemy's taken over our news media and our entertainment industry. And so I just quit watching news unless I pay for it.
Yeah.
I do get news, but it's stuff I pay for. But I also watch all the innovation and the technology that's going on in the world, because there's just a really, really cool stuff happening.
Yeah.
And so I've been watching this company for a few years, and last year they came up and said they have an early adopter program, and you can apply here. So I applied, and I thought, don't cost anything to apply, so might as well.
Yeah.
A couple weeks later, they called and they said, hey, we want to talk to you. You're the guy we want to do this with. Come on out here and see if we're the company you want to do this with. They said, we'll pay for the trip out. Well, cool.
Yeah.
They get a free vacation if nothing else.
Yeah.
And then when I went out there, man, it was incredible. The innovation, and not just the innovation, but the way that team works together. It really, really reminded me of back when I was working with SEAL teams. The way they are just a well-oiled machine. The way they always think the best of each other. They always assume the best each other's kin. But when someone says, wait a minute, we got to hit the brakes, and there's a red light, the whole team goes, okay, if Robert says there's a red light, why does Robert say that? Let's fix whatever the problem is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I jumped into the program, and second person in the world to ever own one of these things.
Not too bad.
So,
not a bad gig. Well, let me jump back, because we had, going back to the tax side of things, we have been doing this for a lot of years. I mean, we TaxProMarketer, we've been not quite 20 years yet, but we're pushing it. We're getting pretty darn close. And you were right there with Nate at the beginning of this. So going all the way back, I mean, what was going on in the business? That was a while ago. What was going on in the business to say, okay, listen, I got to take the jump and I've got to get some marketing, some of this SEO. I mean, that was almost even before SEO. I mean, you grew with us through the SEO phase. But what was going on in the business back then to say, listen, I need to kick this up a notch?
Well, yeah, I remember very clearly back in the early 2000s, Andy Stadler had spent about $25,000 to using his website trying to drive traffic, and complete and utterly. And I think it's probably, he was in Terre Haute, Indiana, which is much like Paducah. Mark Twain said when he died, he wanted to die in West Kentucky because everything happens here 20 years late. I think that was a big part of it. But over time, I knew I needed a website, and I didn't want to mess with I messed with some other people and just wasn't happy with there was nothing personalized. Nobody, I didn't have a relationship. And even though we live in a digital age, relationship is important. And you guys have always been very relational, and that's what's been important to me. And then what really kicked it off was there was a period of time when my Facebook page got hacked, and some people whoever it was put some really ugly stuff up there. And you guys called and said, "Hey, Dean, let us just fix this for you." And that was a big stretch for me, I mean, for you guys, and it really taught me that you guys are relational. It's not just about go be nice and go make money. It's go help people and help your clients. And you look at your clients the same way I look at my tribe. And that told me something. And you guys pulled me out of a hole. And it's just been a phenomenal relationship ever since. I'm interacting, changing stuff on the website periodically, and there's been a few glitches along the way. Somebody asked me to put an article on their website, and I put it on there, and then I get a call from their legal team saying you shouldn't have our article on your website. And your team has always been amazing.
It's good to hear.
Quick. So I have nothing but praise and love.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Well, and even going back to that, a lot of different things that have been implemented. You mentioned the website. Do you remember some of those other things that through the years our team has implemented to help the growth and help maintain your SEO and help you grow the business online?
Yeah, the marketing stuff is amazing because I'm getting 1 to 3 client leads a week. And it just happens. And you guys are managing all that and making that happen. I really don't. Yeah. If I interact with a website, it's because I need this on my website. Can you help me, please? And of course, your team's always going to say yes. But I don't get in there and do a whole lot with it. The client stack that you guys have got, and the back end where you can see what all's happening, and the newsletter is amazing. I get lots and lots of feedback. I think my newsletter's up to almost 13,000 followers.
Wow.
And I was talking to Nate recently. It's been a while ago, but he said that he had never seen an open rate as high as what you guys are getting from me.
Yeah.
And lots of feedback from newsletters. They're not only fun, but they're helpful and they're pointed and they're real world. They're not written by some geek in a data field, and they're not they're written in a way normal non-accountants will understand.
Yeah.
The newsletters are huge. The Google ad stuff, there for a period of time, I didn't realize that you guys were doing that, and I had somebody at Google trying to help me, and that was just a goofball, backwards program.
Yeah.
And when I figured out you guys were doing that, just turn it over to you, and I haven't had to think about that anymore.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yeah. Lots of great, obviously pretty tremendous impact and growth to the business, even, and you're hiring right now, but you're continuing to build out the company even more. What does that look like with you guys scaling, going into a new season with the company?
Yeah. The CPA firm it may not be dying, but it's on life support. 75% of in America are at or past retirement age, and for every 3 who leave the profession, only 1 comes in. Well, but yet Mexico has an abundance of accounting talent. So we've worked up a scenario where we will be able to source talent from Mexico and actually bring people over legally, using some of the new laws that have been passed allow accountants are on a list to fast track their visas, and got some great people helping me with that. So literally this afternoon, I had a meeting with my team that we're going to have decisions made on who we're going to bring over first.
Wow.
By Friday at noon Central Time.
Wow.
So that's a way we can staff up. Every CPA firm in America that's worth their salt has been turning away work. I've turned away probably $1 million worth of work a year for the last 5 years. And that's painful. It's painful to do that. And good work.
Yeah.
But now, so I think we'll be able to change that.
Yeah.
And
Well, and
you
sounds
guys,
pretty safe to say. I mean, this is because of the work you're bringing in, because of your capacity to scale, because of consistency and quality of leads. Now it's not only affecting your life, it's affecting the lives of people you're able to employ and grow their own livelihood.
absolutely, absolutely. I've got an absolutely amazing team. Accounting Today says I'm one of the top 150 CPA financial advisors in North America, and that's my team. It's not me. I'm overrated. I really am. But my team is that good. So
Give yourself more credit, Dean. You built the team, man. It's awesome. I love it. I love it. Well, Dean, I don't want to take your time, and I'm really, we love hearing the feedback and we've had this relationship for a lot of years, and it's cool to see it grow and evolve and mature and deepen. Thinking, because we work with practices coming from all different places. Some people come to us and they're a startup. They don't have a single client yet. They're trying to get this thing off the ground. Other businesses come to us and say, hey, listen, I've been doing this and spinning my wheels in the mud for 5 years, and I need to do something different. What would your advice be to someone considering services at TaxProMarketer?
Well, it's what I did 2 weeks ago with the Mastermind Tax and Financial Group. I explained to them that if you need new clients, talk to TaxProMarketer and just let them do their thing. Follow along. You don't have to get deep in the weeds. At my stage, if I got to get deep in the weeds in something, I'm not going to do it. I don't have time.
Yeah.
It's just I don't have capacity. So instead of getting deep in the weeds with stuff, just let you guys do what you're supposed to do, and you'll do it well.
Yeah.
And take off and run. And it's very cost effective. It's great people to work with. Your people, we share each other's values.
Yeah.
And we don't wear those on our sleeve, but we're not afraid to show it either. That's important to me. And that was the advice I had to my mastermind group. And I started that group in '99 and then revamped it all in 2020. Those guys are family. And that's what I'm suggesting my family do is, those in this occupation, just turn it over to you guys. Even so, my broker dealers offers a free website through FMG. And I don't pick that website up because I'd rather pay you guys to do what you do than take what someone else does and gives me for free, because there's that much of a value difference.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
So that's what I have recommended. It's not what I would say. It's what I said 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
In Memphis with my tax and financial mastermind group.
Wow. Well, we love it, and thankful for you, Dean. Thankful that we've gotten to get to do this together for so long. It's fun for us on the production side of things and the data side of things. It's fun to hear the other side of what we're doing kind of on the back end every single day, just the relentless consistency. But it's amazing to see on the other side is like, oh, wow, this is, again, it's not only impacting your business and profitability and ROI, and I mean, all of those things, like, of course, those things matter, but it's also affecting lives. It's employing people. It's giving people a livelihood. It's giving people opportunities that maybe they wouldn't have otherwise had. So it's great. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we talked about some collaboration things we need to do before we jumped on here. And yeah, there's actually there's lives that we potentially save.
Yeah.
And we actually improve the quality of life for our teams here and abroad. And you guys have been a part of that, and it's been part of getting to a part where I can take the next step that we're going to take. And it's a colossal step. It's a big undertaking, but you guys have made it so that we can take this. And I'm extremely grateful and humble. And there's an enormous amount of gratitude for our relationship.